If you've been trying everything to save your marriage or long-term relationship, forcing date nights, therapy, couples counseling, talking it through, attempting to change your behavior, but nothing is working, you need to hear this. The more you try to fix your marriage, the more you're making it worse. Not because you're a bad guy, but because you're coming from the wrong place. A lot of the times you're going to be coming from fear, reactivity, and pressure. And I know that's hard to hear. And I also know that there will be plenty of men who are going to scoff when I say that. But what feels like effort, love, and commitment to most men often registers to her as emotional pressure and neediness. That's because saving your marriage isn't about convincing her that things are okay. It is about becoming a man that she feels safe and inspired to reconnect with. In this video, I'll show you why trying harder usually pushes her farther away, what you can do to start creating emotional safety and trust, and what actually works if you want to save your relationship without losing your self-respect or chasing her. I promise you, if you watch until the end of the video, you will understand why trying to fix your marriage is hurting the very thing you want. But before we dive in, if you are struggling right now in your marriage or long-term relationship and you're tired of guessing what works, I built a free masterclass just for you. Click the link in the description after this video to register and watch. It could save you years of pain. When your marriage or relationship is breaking down, it's obviously natural to spur the tendency and want to fix it. You start over-explaining and apologizing, and you're trying to get her to talk. You're trying to say the right thing. You may even buy her flowers to show you how much you care. Maybe you're reading articles, you're listening to your friends, and you're doing all the things that she said she wanted you to do. And nothing's working, nothing's getting better. Here's what's actually happening at its core. Your energy is coming from fear, from lack, from trying not to lose her. And even if you mean well, deep down, it does not feel safe to her at all. And what ends up happening is that when you react out of that lack and start to kind of step your game up by doing things for her, and you then begin to just try and show her how much you love her, and maybe you take her on a really nice vacation or a long weekend away to try and reignite a spark, it ends up feeling like pressure on her, like emotional weight. It's the emotional pressure that comes from you needing her validation just to feel okay. And every time you try and fix it from that place, you're reinforcing the very dynamic that made her pull away in the first place. You're not leading. You are reacting to her seemingly sudden coldness towards you. And because of that, you're not being grounded. You're collapsing into that fear state. And you start grasping at things to try and save the marriage. You're not owning your direction. You're asking her to take the relationship wheel and start steering. And unfortunately, when she's emotionally at that point where she's becoming more and more distant with you, when you give her that leadership wheel, the only direction she's steering that relationship is straight off a cliff. Because women don't feel attraction or trust when a man is spiraling to win them back. So if you're guilty of doing that, and to be honest, we are all guilty at some point, you're trying to solve the problem or fix the marriage from the wrong place. She doesn't want a fixer. A lot of guys think, and especially after they get advice from friends and family who are really just trying to help them in their marriage, they think, if I show her I've changed, if I can prove I care enough about her, maybe things will get better. But what she really wants isn't proof. She wants leadership. She may not say that, or she might, but what she really wants is leadership. And she wants you to be the man who can lead himself first. Because if you're not able to be masculine enough to lead yourself, there is absolutely no way she will feel like you are able to lead her and the relationship. That is why you have to stop trying to fix things or win her back. And you have to start becoming someone she can feel safe opening up to again. I remember when my ex-fiance brought my world down. When she told me she was leaving me, I obviously went into a complete panic mode and tried to think of anything I could do to fix it. Like, if you can think of anything that you can do to fix a marriage that we're taught, that's what I tried. And I thought, if I could just work harder at trying to get her to see why she should stay and why we are right for each other, if I could just do anything I can to show her how much I love her and how much I care for her after my lack of leadership has now pushed her away over this period of time, if there's anything you could think of to try, I did it. And guess what? Nothing worked. I was so frustrated because everything in my head, everything I was trying to do came from a genuine place. It came from my heart. And it made sense to me. So to me, I thought I just have to get her to see my rationalization. But it had the complete opposite effect on her, and I lost her for good. And when I look back now, I am thankful for all the devastating and really frustrating times in my love life because they allowed me to find the real answers. If you are currently, right now, trying to save your marriage or long-term relationship, put a comment below to let me know what you've been trying to do to try and fix it and the response you've been getting from your wife or your partner. This brings us to the counterintuitive truth. She won't come back and things will not improve because you got her to understand your point of view or how much you love her. So if that principle that I just told you rings true, and believe me, it does, that means what really works is the emotional climate in the relationship has to shift. It has to change. So if you truly want to turn this around, you need to stop trying to fix her and become the man she can trust again. But what does that even mean? Because in your head, in your heart, you're trustworthy. You love her. You're trying to show her how much you care genuinely. So you're not untrustworthy. Well, here's what becoming the man she can trust again really means. It means a few things. Number one, you have to let go of the outcome. Stop putting all of your focus on fixing the marriage or solving the problem. Number two, you need to start rebuilding or introducing your own emotional groundedness as a base. And number three, you have to start leading the emotional tone of the relationship. I told you the climate has to change. You can't just get her to see your side of things or get her to understand. You have to start leading the emotional tone of your marriage or relationships. And it means reestablishing self-respect and calm confidence. You need to completely forget about the question, how do I save my marriage? And you need to focus on the question, who do I need to become so she naturally feels safe, attracted, and open again? And here's the best part. You don't need her to change first or be in that car with you on that journey. You don't need to give her the steering wheel to drive you off the cliff. You go first in this change. That is what leadership is. That's what it means. Most men never learn this. They stay stuck on the same path and trying to solve things with logic or be in endless apology loops or just sit in silent resentment as things slip further away and just blame her and never change. But when you lead with emotional clarity, the dynamic actually starts to shift, okay? So if this video hit home, if you realize you've been trying to fix your relationship the wrong way, I built a free training that goes deeper into exactly how to rebuild emotional connection, respect, and intimacy without needing her participation in it at all. So if you're ready to start leading, click the link below in the description to watch the free masterclass now. You don't need her to go first. You just need a new direction and the courage to take it. If you like this video, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next episode.